Welcome to Hunter x Hunter Theory. What do you think is the weakest Nen ability in battle? While there are super powerful Nen abilities such as Netero's 100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva and Xeno's Dragon Lance, there are probably a few Nen abilities that are weak in battle that come to mind. In this video, we would like to share the ranking of the weakest Nen ability that cannot be useless in battle. Please enjoy it to the end. 7th. Little Flower by Genthru. 7th place is Genthru's Little Flower. Genthru's main special move, Countdown, is a high-level skill that combines conjuration, emission, and manipulation. By touching the target and saying, "Bomber," he can attach a bomb to the target. However, it is not a skill to be used in one-on-one combat. To complement the countdown, Genthru used Little Flower, which is designed for close-range combat. The Little Flower is a skill that explodes his own hand, and it is necessary to cover his hand with aura that is more than the attack power to prevent burns and injuries from his own explosion. Genthru always protects his hand with Gyo when he uses Little Flower and causes an explosion. Biscuit also says, "You must have a lot of aura to pull this off," which is not very efficient. Of course, since he protects his hand with Gyo, it cannot be expected to attack with high power, and it is very difficult to control. The fact that the hand is always covered with Gyo means that the amount of Nen aura that can be used for defense is also reduced when Little Flower is used. I personally don't think that this Little Flower has any advantages over just Ko. If the opponent cannot be threatened, Little Flower is a weak Nen ability, so it is ranked 7th. 6th. Rainbow by Pokkle. Pokkle is an emitter who took the hunter exam together with Gon and became a professional hunter. In the battle against Chimera Ant, he used Rainbow, which sends 7 colored auras into arrows. Red Arrow has the effect of burning the target when hitting it. Orange Arrow, the fastest of the 7, was easily stopped by Pike. The effects of the other colors of the rainbow are not known, but it can be assumed that the other arrows are probably less powerful as well, which is why it was ranked 6th. 5th. Inamura by Gretchen. Inamura is the ability of a friend of Morel's called Gretchen. Since Morel is Sea Hunter, it is likely that Gretchen is also Sea Hunter, considering his skill. In this battle, Leol temporarily lent Gretchen's Inamura ability by Rental Pod and used it. It was a skill that temporarily overwhelmed Morel, but this Inamura is very difficult skill to use, because it can only be used on rainy days. This skill was effective only because the place where we fought was underground. Inamura, which can only be used on rainy days and in select locations, comes in 5th place. 4th. Missileman by Welfin. Missileman is a skill of Welfin of Chimera Ant Squadron leaders. Welfin's Missileman has 3 steps. 1. Choose a target. 2. The bullet is loaded with a question or an order. 3. If the target lies or defies the order, the attack begins. And, once activated, Missileman follows its target until it hits its mark. When the Missileman hits, it creates black centipedes, which grow by feeding on the target's defiance. Unbeknownst to the Welfin, the black centipedes respond to his state of mind, and when he speaks truthfully, the black centipedes disappear. It's a good skill for skeptical Welfin, but even if it hits, he won't win if he's suddenly attacked. It is not a useful ability. 3rd. Indoor Fish by Chrollo. Not exactly Chrollo's ability, as he stole it from someone else on Skill Hunter. Indoor Fish, which Chrollo used against the man who didn't miss the swiftest blow, is in 3rd place. Indoor Fish is Nen fish that can only live in a closed room. They're carnivores and prefer human flesh. You don't feel pain and you don't bleed while you're being eaten. And you can't die until the Nen fish disappears. The moment let air in, the damage and bleeding will be reflected. But conversely, if it is no longer airtight, indoor fish will be disabled at that moment. For example, if you can break through a wall, you can defeat indoor fish. Chrollo must have known that the man who didn't miss the swiftest blow is a lower rank and tried to use this ability. I don't know the exact details of the battle between these two men, but I think that this ability, which can only be used in a closed room, is a weak ability in battle. Second, Battle Waltz by Guido. Second place is Guido's Battle Waltz in Heaven's Arena arc. Battle Waltz was a skill to manipulate 10 spinning tops to attack the enemy. However, since this is a manipulation skill used by Guido, the enhancer is not very powerful and cannot be said to be a strong skill. In fact, Gon's Ren, which he had just learned Nen, defended against all of them. It is one of the weakest Nen abilities, which is a perfect example of squandering memory capacity. First, Aura Burst by Realvelt. Aura Burst is a skill used by Realvelt against Kirua in Heaven's Arena arc. Aura Burst was used to generate propulsion by releasing a stored aura at once, and to control a wheelchair at will. Despite the cool name Aura Burst, it was just a skill to move a wheelchair, so many may have been disappointed. I think he chose this skill because his lower body had become immovable after receiving Nen initiation. But it would not be a Nen ability that could be used in combat. Unfortunately, these characters were ranked in the list, but there are many charming characters in HUNTER x HUNTER, and I think Mr. Togashi is really an amazing author. I shared the ranking of the weakest Nen ability. We have excluded support-type Nen abilities such as Sukawara's Dog Manipulation and Binaural Scissor Hands that are clearly not intended for combat from this ranking. Nen ability can make any skill more effective or less effective, depending on the user and the time of use. Nen is a very deep and interesting factor in the world of HUNTER x HUNTER. Whose Nen ability do you think is the weakest in battle? Please share your opinions in the comments section. Thank you for watching the video till the end. To all HUNTER x HUNTER fans, let's continue to enjoy HUNTER x HUNTER together. I will continue to put up more videos, so please click the good button and subscribe to my channel. See you again in the next video. Ciao!